would you assess Dante Trader's rookie season, and do you guys have a feeling yet of what you have in him as far as potential starter down the road, obviously starting to now a rotation player?
I feel good about what Trader's shown so far. I think he's shown to be a good athlete, good instincts, very professional in his approach, and I think all of those things are going to translate. And yeah, I think he'll be a good starter for us.
What has Bonner shown in his rotational playing time so far this season?
Bonner's shown to consistently be able, first off, just Bonner's shown a lot of trust from a scheme standpoint. Like, I very much trust that he's going to go out and do the right thing and execute it correctly. He's done a great job in his off man. I thought he's done a great job coming up for us in the run game. Been happy with him. Overall, I think he's shown the ability to play and help us.
Back to Trader real quick. He was a guy that, coming out of Maryland, all of his coaches and teammates raved how the professionalism you talked about. How long does it take for you as in the professional ranks to see that translate from, a wide-eyed rookie to a guy that is locked in and just on top of all his details?
Very quickly. You can tell kind of, rookie spring, really, just the way they kind of go about the approach. There's some guys that certainly develop that, but there's some guys that come in right away, There's plenty of guys that I've seen didn't come in necessarily like that and kind of develop that down the road, but from seeing some other guys. But he's one of those guys that came in right away.
We've mentioned that Jason Marshall Jr. might get some snaps on the outside as well. I'm just curious, how difficult is that transition from outside to inside, now back to outside? And if you have any concern that it might affect him on Sunday?
The harder transition, I think, for Jason, just based on his playing history, was going from outside to inside. He had so much more outside experience in college that this one was probably a little bit more natural for him. We kind of had to put him inside almost out of need for where we were and so that transition was tough, and I thought he did a great job with that, but I think that is a hard transition for guys. So I would think the outside role is pretty natural to him.
When you talk about the front end affecting the back end, your pass rushers are down in numbers this week with Chop being, in concussion protocol, Jalen Phillips being traded. Is there anything you guys can do about that on the back end? Any kind of adjustment? Is it a mindset? Tell me about the front end, back end relationship.
I wouldn't say that there's like a specific adjustment on the back end this week. In general, how you help those guys from a coverage standpoint is disrupting the timing and taking away the first read to kind of give them an extra second to get there. We try to do that every week, and we'll consistently try to do that.
What has Juju shown? Has he made any case at all for playing time at this point?
He's definitely made a case, and I think he's certainly a guy that's in the competition. He has shown a lot of a same deal, kind of similar things that we talked about with Bonner earlier. I've shown a lot of trust. I like his professionalism. I like his approach. I feel very good that he'll go out there and execute well. Obviously, just from a skill set standpoint, really long athlete, does a great job coming up for us in the run game, does a great job challenging at the line of scrimmage. So all those things I've been happy with.
Before this injury, what were some of the things that Rasul was doing so well to get him quickly incorporated to this defense and have him successful on the field?
Yeah, Rasul's just a very good professional, has a very good feel for the game, has done a great job with his technique, had a lot of good, ball production. Even this past game, I thought he played really well when he was in there. Does a great job anticipating routes, breaking on them, and then his run support's also been excellent.
With Isaiah Johnson, obviously we saw a couple of defensive snaps. Intriguing skill set there. The things you like about him where you guys feel like can be developed?
Isaiah is a long, athletic, really smart guy. So he provides value for us in that he knows a number of different positions. He really is kind of just a DB at this point, and in addition to being a valuable special teams player. So he's a good guy to have around. We really like him, like his approach day to day, again, like his skill set.